Hey family. Well, we're waiting for my sister's youngest daughter to have her baby. It's happening right now. So, while we were waiting, we got the truck ready to take stuff to the dump. You can see we got tons of cardboard to recycle. But in the meantime, she was like, hey, get rid of this thing, salad spinner. It's got a crack in it. So, you know what? Since I've got some time while we're waiting, I'm going to see if we can catch some gold with a salad spinner. All right, let's get some water in that. All right, well, got some water in there. All right, you see that? All right, I just checked the gold price, $32.52 an ounce, $3,252 an ounce. Are you kidding me? I mean, most of us, we're not going to get an ounce of gold in a GPAA bag for renewing. But hey, we might get a quarter gram. Guess what? That's $25. It's $104 a gram. It's crazy. All right, give me a second, and I'm gonna cut this open, dump that in there, and we're gonna see if we can find gold with a salad spinner, because it's $104 for a gram. Heck, we could get a quarter gram for $25. I'll say, go just raid your kitchen cabinets and find something. Get out there, go to a creek, and we're gonna show you. I'm gonna see if we can find gold with this thing. But I'd say go get anything and start looking. All right, hold on. Okay, got this thing opened. Looks very blonde sandy, very much so. Let's zoom in a little more. Yep. Can we go even further? That's what we're looking at. Looks like blonde sand. It looks like I can see some flowery gold in there, but it could be fool's gold too. All right, dump this in there. I don't think we're gonna need to classify much. All right, stuff in there still. All right, I'm gonna set this down, rinse that out. All right, swish some water in there. That should do it. That should get the last of it. Looks pretty clean. There we go. I don't think we need to classify, but let's see. If you had to and you had to go somewhere, this would be the thing to bring. Those just look like rocks. All right, let's get a little bit of that black sand washed back in there. A little bit of rocks. Well, I'm gonna look even closer. Is it a pyrite type rock? See, I've watched too much Mount Baker mining and metals, so we'll keep that one because it might have sulfides that we would like to take a look at. But this stuff, I don't know, looks like quartzy type of just rocks. But we're gonna sacrifice those to the driveway. Can't see if you can see what I'm doing, but you can see this thing's flexing and cracking. That's why this is why I was in the truck on the way to the dump. I may have put too much material in here, but whatever. It's a salad spinner. Shaky. Take a look at the bottom. I don't see a lot of black sand down there. All right, let's keep after that shaky part and see what happens. Nice thing is you can pan it back pretty easy. I'll let you take a look at that. I would think I should see some gold. I see some pyrite. Okay, I didn't do a good job. Let me try and do a better job. All right, I'm not going to give up on this whole setup here, but I'm going to try something different. All right, now we're still on baby watch, waiting for Selena to be born. But if I shake that around and get the phone out of the way, You know, I swear. It's awfully sparkly. So I think all that in the water is mica. But to be safe, I got my backup pan sitting in there. So we're going to pour this liquid off into it. And you can see I'm really kind of breaking this thing even further. But that's why I got it out of the back of the truck on its way to the dump. Alright. Oh, I can see the sparkly stuff. Right, can you guys see that? Can you see all that? I mean, I don't think that'd be flour gold all the way up at the top, but we're going to wash it off into the big pan. I don't know. Here, I'm going to get some more water in here. Let's see. Let's get some side water. A little bit of that, a little cleaner. Man, it's dirty. Let me not just pan full of glitter. Yeah, just pouring off. Oh, it's just overflowing. Gotta be mica. Alright, let's see. Let's try to wash off a little more. Alright, can you find gold with a salad spinner? Let's see. Oh, wait. I see some. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. You can find gold with a salad spinner. Oops, I may have pulled it all too far, but guess what? It's right there. I see it. Zoom in. Those are some good pieces. Zoom in even further. Those are some really good pieces. All right, that's a success. Let me do a little tapping. Try and move some of that a little out of that water, and I'll bring you back in and be like, what? Salad spinner, way to go. Check that out. Look at that. I mean, sure, I got a few losses down into the rest of it. Let's back it up a little bit. Sure, there's a little bit that I probably lost in that sand, but that's a whole bunch. I'd be happy if I had a salad spinner and I'm down at the river and everybody's got their cool equipment and oh, I got my fancy scoop and my pan. You're like, well, I got this salad spinner I found in the garbage. Huh? You'd be finding gold too. All right, salad spinner, way to go. So what did we learn today? Today, we learned that you could just find gold with garbage. You could find a salad spinner that was in the garbage somewhere, like that one. There's some other stuff. What the heck is it? There it is. You know, you could do that. You could find that. You could go down to your local creek. You got the little basket. That little basket's gonna filter out. Classify your stuff down at least a little bit. I mean, you saw that. Shake it back. You know, you dump off that light stuff. That's much better being out of the sun. Yeah, do your thing. Go out there and try. For $25 a gram, it's definitely worth it. All right, I'm gonna weigh that up a little bit and at least see what we got for that little tiny bit. All right, hold on. Oh, looky there. It changes when the wind blows. So who knows how much is really on there. I'll take that off. It was zeroed out. Yeah, it's a third of a gram. You know, it's 30. Let's say it's $100 a gram. That's $33.90, $33.70. You know, that's not bad. I found it with a salad spinner, and I know there's losses in there. So we're going to throw that in one of the pay dirt buckets I brought back. We're going to throw that in one of the pay dirt buckets that I brought back from the river. So at least there's going to be some extra fun when I go finding it again. All right. Well, everybody have a good weekend. Selena's almost here. She's going to be born here momentarily. I know we're going to hear news super soon. So, all right, everybody, have a great time. Well, the salad spinner was a success. I'm going to keep the little basket. And I was hoping that, if it held up a little better, it wouldn't have been bad. Look, you put a bunch of material in there. You spin the little thing up here. It would help. I don't know, help move some of the material around. If you were tipping it forward, you'd get just the fines out of here, but you'd get stuff that would be about, that size of your finger. Go like that, move it around. I don't know, but it's garbage. It's going back where it belongs. Off to the dump. It's cracked a lot more while I used it. It was only cracked, maybe about a finger or so, but now look at it, it's way down there. So it did a good job. It found a third of a gram of gold. But here we go, back to its spot. That's where I found you. That's where you'll go back. All right, salad spinner, you did a good job. You found us some gold. $35 worth. All right, everybody. See you later.